Hello everyone, my name is Blake and today I'll be discussing Assessment 1 for 2904 ENV. My two assigned buildings that I will examine and analyse are G06 and G23. G06 Academic 2 building is displayed to be a less modern long narrow structure with an orientation of north-south, which can be examined within Figure 1, followed with a neighbours rating of 5 stars. Whereas G23 Multimedia is a newer construction with an orientation of west-northwest and east-southeast, which can be seen in Figure 2, and a 2-star neighbours rating. Both G06 and G23 are 3-storey structures, which comprise of lecture theatres, classrooms, office spaces, computer labs, and the accompaniment of the Paradox Cafe. But as a result of the multi-storey characteristics of both, each must comply to the safety regulations of health and safety in regards to openings at such height, which in turn affects indoor air quality and thermal comfort to a certain extent as air temperature is affected. From this, both structures rely heavily on mechanical ventilation for heating and cooling, as there are little use of natural ventilation, for example cross ventilation and single-sided ventilation. Implementation of passive ventilation has been attempted within G06, but were unsuccessful due to its shape, size and location. In regards to outdoor environment with respect to walkability, both buildings are located on the eastern side of the campus, as exhibited within Figure 3, and therefore being in close proximity to the Gold Coast University tram stop, nearby bus services across Parkland Drive, and bike racks within a close radius, which can be viewed within Figure 4. As the Paradox Cafe is located in between both buildings, which can be displayed in Figure 5, this creates noise pollution as a result of the cafe and its inhabitants. G23 is largely affected due to the first floor proximity to the cafe, as the sound travels through the constantly opening entrance and the walls of the structure. Although there are negative connotations in regards to the cafe, there are positives, such as it provides an outdoor congregational area for the nearby students to socialise and enjoy what the cafe has to offer. G23's eastern windows are affected by local vegetation and neighbouring buildings, which can be depicted within Figure 6, thus filtering light and creating shade for the structure. The upper levels of the western facade are susceptible to direct sunlight with the accompaniment of controllable louvers, creating shade which can be depicted within Figure 7. Both shading elements contribute to minimising the structure's heat gain within the summer months. Conversely, these shading aspects occasionally result in the filtration of too much light to the extent there is few to little light coming into the facade. Thus, the implementation of artificial light is required. As a result, energy consumption rises, and during the winter season in particular, energy consumption increases as there is insufficient light and warmth from the sun. Thus, additional heating is required. Throughout G06, orientation of the structure takes advantage of the sun from the entirety of the day. This can be achieved through the horizontal shading which is implemented on the north facade. Touching on Griffith's sustainability plan, a significant ongoing initiative regarding the local built environment within the campus outlined a plan on how native species appropriate to the local region must be implemented within the campus landscaping. Throughout this initiative, it is eminent that the plan has been employed as the Griffith Gold Coast campus has numerous examples of native species within its landscaping. As stated previously, both G06 and G23 utilise various green space areas which filter light, providing needed protection from the harsh sun of southeast Queensland. Additionally, both buildings exhibit various displays of local vegetation of the specific area, which in turn increases air quality due to the vegetation and inevitably providing enjoyable visual comfort to anyone on campus. Another significant aspect to Griffith's sustainability plan is managing energy consumption. From this, we can compare each building's annual kilowatt hours energy consumption. With G06, it received 558,850 kilowatts, which isn't amazing for a 3-level structure, whereas G23 received a substantial 1,539,948 annual kilowatts an hour, which is the main contributor to the neighbours rating. From this extreme energy consumption usage of G23, we can relate this to Griffith's net zero emissions initiative, which profoundly emphasises the significance of energy efficiency. In regards to G23's annual kilowatt an hour usage rate, in my opinion, is quite excessive, but the reason for the substantial result is due to the various computer labs within the structure which provide hundreds of desktop computers, which exhaust Griffith's energy supplies immensely. In my opinion, the number of desktops within the structure is unnecessary, as the majority of students own a personal laptop or tablet. but the general usage of the computers is due to the programs within the computers which are necessary for the students' learning. Thus, Griffiths should provide the programs to the students, thus in turn slashing the number of desktops needed and inevitably drastically reduce energy consumption. The last sustainable plan that I'd like to conclude with is the addressing the reduction in waste into landfills through diverting from site and increasing recycling. In regards to G23 and G06, the initiative is, in my opinion, has been successfully implemented as throughout the campus, internally and externally, bins providing landfill and recycling are within eye level or in close proximity, encouraging recycling and reducing littering.